A woman at the coffee shop called the police when I tried to tell her she dropped her wallet, screaming that I was following her. I was just standing in line for my morning coffee when the woman in front of me gathered her things and walked toward the door. Her wallet slipped out of her open purse and landed right at my feet. I picked it up and followed her outside. "Excuse me," I said. "You dropped this." She spun around and her face twisted into something between fear and rage. "Get away from me," she screamed. I said, "Get away." I froze with the wallet still in my hand. "I'm not trying to hurt you. This fell out of your bag." She backed up against a parked car. "Help," she yelled. "Someone help me." People stopped on the sidewalk. A man in a suit stepped forward. "What's going on here?" She pointed at me. "He's been following me. He stole my wallet." "I didn't steal anything," I said. "She dropped it inside. I was returning it." The man looked at the wallet in my hand and then back at her. "Ma'am, he's holding your wallet because he took it," she said. "Call the police, please." Someone already had. I could hear sirens in the distance getting closer. My hands started sweating. I set the wallet down on the hood of the car. "I'm putting it down," I said slowly. "I don't want any trouble." She grabbed it and clutched it to her chest. "You think that fixes this?" I stepped back. "I was trying to help." "You were following me," she said again. "I've seen you before. You come here every morning and you watch me." I did come here every morning. It was my coffee shop. I'd been coming here for 3 years. "I don't watch you," I said. "I don't even know who you are." A police car pulled up. 2 officers got out. "What's the situation?" the first one asked. She spoke immediately. "This man has been stalking me for weeks. He followed me out of the store and tried to take my wallet." "That's not what happened," I said. "Sir, step back." I raised my hands. "I'm stepping back." The officer turned to her. "Did he hurt you?" "He grabbed my arm inside," she said. "He wouldn't let me leave." My stomach dropped. "I never touched her," I said. "Not once." "He's lying," she said. "Ask anyone inside." The officer looked at me. "Sir, do you know this woman?" "No," I said. "I've never spoken to her in my life." "Then why were you following her?" "I wasn't. She dropped her wallet. I picked it up. That's it." The second officer was talking to the crowd. I watched people shake their heads. No one had seen anything clearly. The woman was crying now. "I don't feel safe," she said. "He knows where I get coffee. He knows my schedule." The officer nodded. "We're going to sort this out." He looked at me. "Do you have ID?" I reached slowly into my pocket and handed it over. "I live 2 blocks from here," I said. "I come here every day before work. I was just being a decent person." The first officer walked into the coffee shop. I stood there with my hands still raised, feeling like a criminal. A woman across the street was filming on her phone. The crowd kept growing. I wanted to disappear. "He's done this before," the woman said to the second officer. "I felt someone watching me for weeks. Today he finally made his move." "I don't know her," I said again. "I swear." The officer came back out holding a tablet. "Manager showed me the security footage," he said. His partner looked up. "And?" "She dropped the wallet." He picked it up. He followed her out and held it toward her. She started screaming before he said a word. The woman's face changed. "That's not what happened." "It's exactly what happened," the officer said. "You also told us he grabbed your arm inside. There's no contact on the footage. None." The second officer put his notepad away. "Ma'am, filing a false report is a crime." She started crying harder. I was scared. I really was. The officer shook his head. "You accused this man of stalking and assault. Neither happened. They took her information. They told her she'd be hearing from the department." The crowd slowly scattered. The guy in the suit who'd stepped forward earlier came up to me. "Sorry, man. I thought you were actually doing something wrong." I nodded but didn't say anything. My hands were still shaking. The manager came outside and handed me a coffee. "On the house," she said. "I saw the whole thing. You did nothing wrong." I took the cup but couldn't drink. The officer walked over. "You're free to go. We have your contact info if we need a statement." I thanked him. I turned to leave. Then I stopped. "Can I ask you something?" He nodded. "Why did you believe me?" He almost smiled. "I didn't at first. The footage did." He paused. "But honestly, you didn't run. Guilty people run." I walked home with that coffee getting cold in my hand, thinking about how close I'd come to having my whole life ruined for picking up a stranger's wallet.